I'm in Salad and I saw Star Wars A New Hope. It is directed by George Lucas. Even though I'm not in snow gear, I was dropped off in Haas to do this review. My previous exposure to this film series is I actually watched it for the first time in 2015 because A Force Awakens was coming out, and I watched A New Hope several times, so I've seen this movie a lot. If you haven't seen this movie, but I don't know how you haven't, I will spoil it for you. Okay, so the movie starts. We're following the perspective of two droids, and they're on a ship that is being attacked by the Empire, and very big brain tactical move of the droids is going to an escape pod, and I love it when we see the escape pods going through, and you have the guy, he's like, no life forms. Like the Empire operating the life sensor stuff is like no life forms, but like they're droids. Droids exist in this universe. How do you not have droid seeking equipment? All right, well, this guy, bad at his job, responsible for the rest of the series, arguably. I really like the part where now they're on Tatooine. We have the Empire having to, we're gonna get you. Darth Vader, man, what an imposing guy. I actually saw Darth Vader for the first time in Disneyland. Yeah, he's totally real, but the actor was like really, really tall and did a really, really good job of like being Darth Vader. I was very scared. But that Darth Vader would be very scary in life because he's very tall. First thing he does, gets onto the ship, which he's invading. Of course, Princess Leia is there. Oh no, she's gonna get captured. Oh no, she does get captured, of course. And oh no, I want Princess Leia to not get captured. Well, whatever shall we do? Well, we're not about to look at that yet. What we are going to analyze is Darth Vader's choice to pick up this guy using his arm and like choking him physically. But he could do a force choke. Why didn't he do a force choke the first time? That guy could have like kicked him right in the nice Darth Vader-y parts. They might be burnt up though, but I don't know if they feel anything. But that's not a question for me. All right, this is episode 4, aka first Star Wars. None of the other Star Wars lore is in existence, okay? Enough about Darth Vader. Now we have C-3PO, R2-D2 in the Tatooine desert. And I watched the 1997 version remake of this. So the version where we have a bunch of stormtroopers just like sitting on top of these CGI abominations just looked really out of place, okay? I didn't quite like that part, but the parts I did like was seeing C-3PO, R2-D2 just like they're alone. It's a very wide shot to show that they are in fact very alone until they get captured by some Jawas. That's what they're called. Oh man, they're not called Jawas. They're the people who crawl the sand and then they sell it to farmers. They sell the goods to the farmers, and they take one of the farmers. They go to one of the farmers, which happens to be Luke Skywalker's dad. No, not dad. Is he uncle or like great uncle? He's Anakin's brother, I think, or Anakin's stepbrother. I don't know relationship, but you know, we have him and Aunt May as well as, we have Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is a boy. I like how innocent he is. I think Mark Hamill does a great job portraying him as like innocent guy who just wants to be out, going through the academy. He just wants to be off this planet, farming water on a dirt planet or a sand planet or whatever. Oh man, Tatooine is like bad for water. Why are they living here? Well, anyway, we got R2-D2 and C-3PO. They are now with Luke Skywalker, even though the original choice of having a red droid versus R2-D2 was blue. I'm like, why didn't you just choose R2-D2? He looks newer. Come on. He doesn't look as cool. You didn't go with the more cool, obvious choice? Okay, so now we see Luke is fiddling with the droids that he got, and he sees a message when fiddling with R2-D2. Help me, Kenobi. Hey, who is that? It's a chick. Oh, who is this chick? She's really attractive. Man, we gotta find who Kenobi. Maybe that's old Ben. Kenobi, his name is Ben Kenobi. But he kept the last name, so if he's trying to stay in hiding, why did he keep the last name? I digress. This does allow Luke to locate him easily. Unfortunately, we got some sand guys. They are just attacking Luke. You're not allowed to be here. And, you know, Kenobi saves him. Takes him in, gives him a lightsaber, and no instructions on how to use the lightsaber, by the way. Just, like, gives him the lightsaber, and it's not immediately clear which direction the lightsaber will go. So if he's holding it the wrong way, then it's just gonna impale him. And that's the end of Star Wars. But, you know, he uses it correctly. I really like the graphics on this, honestly. Wow, it got really bright. It must be all the lack of the dark side of the Force energy around here. Anyway, we have stormtroopers that are approaching. They don't know that, though. What we do know is that the droids go off to look for Luke, and then once they come back, they have to look for the droids. And then that takes them on a whole, we're gonna go around Tatooine, and then once they come back, looks like the aunt and the uncle are down. They're burnt through a crisp, and this was sad. I saw this, and I was like, cry. Man, Luke doesn't really seem very distraught about it, honestly. Like, come on, Luke, why are you not distraught? You just lived with the people. Maybe you're seeing them as, like, not supporting your dream, probably. I get that, but come on, these guys are dead. Anyway, so now Luke has no choice, but he's going to go with Kenobi. And we're gonna go on a trip outside. We're gonna go to Alderaan, because that's where Leia's at, okay? But now, the Empire has to test out their handy-dandy, let's blow up planets machine, and has to decide to blow up Alderaan. And this is all in the same amount of time that it takes to go to, like, a town bar kind of deal, meet Han, who I think shoots first, and the remake, the 1997 remake, where he is shown to, for a split second, shoot second. Bad. I don't like that at all. Man, Han shoots first in my world. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. There's a little convincing. Hey, can I use the Millennium Falcon? Yeah, you can use the Millennium Falcon under these conditions. And you know, conditions are met. But I really like the part where they kind of don't really relate to each other in any way. They kind of struggle with getting along with each other. Han's very like, I'm cool. I'm cool, man. Han, he is cool. He's got Chewie. Chewie's cool. He's very intimidating. I personally would pet Chewie, but I feel like that would be disrespectful because Chewie is a person on his own. Even though he's not an actual human being, he's a person. So yeah, I maybe wouldn't touch Chewie without his consent. But I digress. Now they're flying through the galaxy. Yeah, here we go. We're flying through the galaxy. And then they're gonna go hyperspace through the galaxy to Alderaan, and Alderaan is blown up. That's not good. Well, how are we gonna get Princess Leia? Oh, looks like the Death Star's nearby. She might be in there. Oh, we're gonna get beamed on. We're gonna get big old beam. We're gonna hide within, there's some lower panels in the Millennium Falcon, which is great for hiding in if you have people above you just searching for life forms. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get the life form seeker device after we send in a bunch of people to check out this fun little ship that just came in. So now they pop up barely any time before any of the stormtroopers leave, by the way. And then they just walk on out. And now they're on the ship. And it's like, oh man, they're gonna get Leia. Oh man, they're gonna get Leia. They have to find out information about how to get Leia. I really like how there's some really nice, convenient sizes of stormtrooper armor for amazing Luke and Han, and they're going around. I really like Han, by the way. Han is going up to, there's a panel next to a bunch of these jail blocks. He's talking to a guy who's like, hey, I need clearance. Han's like, I need clearance. The guy's like, give me your authentication number. And then shoots the panel. I laughed at that. I was like, man, Han is such a cool character. So much personality in him already. Oh my goodness. The personality levels, bigly. And so now it's time to find Leia. We find Leia. There's a bunch of with the stormtroopers having the worst accuracy of all time. Man, they are really bad at shooting. They really need to teach another shooting lasers class. Maybe shooting lasers is harder than a gun, like an actual mechanical gun, because lasers like focus on like energy source, and maybe the energy is like unstable. I don't know anything about Star Wars technology, to be honest, but really I like how they are bad, and it forces them being Luke, Leia, Han, to go into a trash compactor. Meanwhile, we have C-3PO and R2-D2 back in like the control area, which is nice. I'm like, oh boy, hope they don't get caught. If they get trash compacted, it takes a little bit of like doing stuff with the fancy equipment of the Empire, which is very convenient that R2-D2 has the same plugins for the fancy equipment of the Empire, because he can just like hack into their data and collect data. Oh, now we have the Death Star plans. Now we're going to bring it to a secret base. And now the rebels are going to perform an attack on the Death Star. And they have all these formations. I believe Luke is Red 5, if I remember correctly. I just remember that he was in a red group. And it's like, all right, let's go. And all of these guys, they're just like, oh, we're going to go fly. Ooh, yeah, we're flying. We're going to go on these cool little planes. And we're going to go within the trenches of the Death Star. And it's this moment very tense, okay? Because they're about to blow up some planet. And you know what's happy? I'm really happy that use the Force, Luke, because Obi-Wan Kenobi's gone. Oh no, the iconic scene, Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then Obi-Wan says this really cool line before getting defeated by Darth Vader. If you hit me, I'll come back. Strike me down, I'll strike back up. Don't get me down, because I'll come for you later. I'm gonna get you if you hit me. What you gonna do if I come for you? If you hit me right here, right now, I will come find you and I will kill you. If you hit me right now, you're gone. You're done, son. If you wreck me, I'm gonna wreck you even harder. No one's ever really gone. If you hit me, I'll haunt your dreams. If you strike me down with all the Sith power, don't worry, I'm all the Jedi. So now we get to more tension. We have Luke Skywalker in the trenches of the Death Star, and he has to hit this one particular heat exhaust system, and he does it using the Force. Use the Force, Luke, says Obi-Wan as a forced voice, and he does. He has a sigh, yeah, and then he hits the bullet, and it goes in, and it explodes. Luckily, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker are not dead, but everyone else on the Death Star, dead. It's called a Death Star for a reason. If you're on the star, you're death. Come on, man. You're dead, you're dying, you're dead. Anyway, so that's how it kind of ends. Well, it ends on this final ceremony where we see Luke and Han getting medals, but Chewie gets no medal. But Chewie was awesome, man. He's like the sidekick of Han. Give him a medal. I want him to get a medal. Please give him a medal. But anyway, that's how the movie ends. Oh man, I've seen this movie several times, so I really like the characters acting. A lot of the flat delivery lines of Luke when he's on Tatooine. I need to go to a place to get my power converters. It's like, what are you doing with the power converters? Are you what? I guess you're gonna convert power to your muscles and get buff? I don't know what you plan to do with all that power being converted, Luke. Leia is awesome. My first thought, oh, she must be a damsel in distress, but no, she holds her own and she's very sassy. And Han, man, I really hope that they get together eventually. I know they do, but in this, they don't really like each other that much, which makes sense. Oh man, Star Wars just holds a special place in my heart. And I got really happy just seeing all the colorful scenery, meaning like the Tatooine had two suns, and when you have Luke staring at the suns, I thought that was a really pretty moment. Also, there's a lot of nice, pretty camera movements, and I noticed that a lot of like the Empire, like inside the Empire ship, some of the back stuff those backgrounds, yeah, those were paintings. I'm really glad that I got to watch Star Wars yet again, because I like Star Wars. But which Star Wars is your favorite? I will let you know which Star Wars is my favorite as we do more of the reviews. But I really have to give this movie like a solid 7.9 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another video. YouTube really likes that. If you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer. So if I haven't reviewed on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review request at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review for 1 month, $3 a month for 250 vlogs that are up there, but also how to draw Pokemon tutorial will be posted there early as well on patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grind in this, although these daily movie reviews, you go to the link tree. My Fansly is the main site. It's free to follow for anyone who wants to help me support the daily grindiness, all these daily movie reviews. So go here, and until next time, I'm Mint Salad. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.